criminal investigation is underway into the Evergreen Pet Shop in the Spokane Valley.
Well, the store was shut down in July by the Department of Revenue for tax evasion. And despite that, the owners of the store say they cared for those animals every day. But then last week, something changed. And KXLY4's Colleen O'Brien live at the Evergreen Pet Shop tonight with more on the investigation. Colleen?
Nadine and Mike, we've heard from many of our viewers saying that for months they've complained to Scraps that this store was unacceptable and something needed to happen. Well, Scraps today told me that an investigator has been checking up on the store and they found no violations until last week.
Houdini, come on, turn around.
Despite his great escape this weekend, Houdini the chinchilla is back in a cage. Ellen found him running freely around Evergreen Pet Shop. She, along with dozens of other community members, heard animals had been abandoned there and needed homes.
I've never seen rats so thin in my life.
That and what she describes as a horrible smell. She wonders how Scraps didn't step in sooner.
They should have had it a long time ago and been a little more proactive, I think.
There is an active investigation at Evergreen Pet for potential violations of the revised Code of Washington as they pertain to animal neglect and animal cruelty.
Despite at least one viewer we spoke to saying she had contacted Scraps 7 times since July, Scraps director Nancy Hill recalls 2 complaints. Both times an investigator responded, the first in October.
When the officer came, they got there the same time as the caretaker, went in, saw the place before the caretaker had performed any duties, and there were no violations.
And another complaint last week.
When we went last week, then the situation had changed.
Nancy can't say what condition the animals in question were in because the investigation is still open. But after Scraps hears from the veterinarians caring for some of the animals, Scraps will decide whether to recommend criminal charges against the owners of Evergreen Pet Shop.
How does something like this happen?
Well, sometimes it doesn't take long for a disaster to occur. I've seen that many times over the years where a certain level of care is being maintained and then something dramatic happens and things can go south rather quickly.
As Nancy Hill there said, this is still in the information gathering stage of the investigation, so we will stay in contact with Scraps as the investigation continues and when they make that decision on whether to press criminal charges against the owners of Evergreen Pet. Reporting live in Spokane Valley, Colleen O'Brien, KXLY4 HD News.